How do you select the right nano pattern for your client to give them the most realistic looking result? So perhaps you've learnt the high, the medium, the low spine pattern, but you're still confused as to how to pick the right pattern for the right client so that your hair stroke work blends seamlessly with the natural hair growth that they have. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to identify and execute the medium spine pattern, which is the most versatile pattern, so you can start giving your clients the most realistic hair stroke looking results. Let's get into it. So let's start with this young lady here. Let's zoom in on her eyebrow. So where would you position her spine here? When selecting a pattern for our client, the most crucial aspect is the spine. Where does the natural spine of their hair sit? And we identify the spine from the growth of their hair. So you can see this lady, she has her hair growth comes up in this direction and then bends round. And then she has hair coming down in this direction. So we can see that her spine is pretty much through the middle of her eyebrow. So for this lady, I would 100% choose a medium spine. So let me show you how I would then position the strokes for her. So let's just put in the spine here. So I can see that the spine runs very clearly from this point to here. So we've got her hair direction coming up to this area, to the spine, and clearly it's coming down in this area here. All right, so let's just roughly put in a pattern so you could see what I would do. I think let's stick with the yellow because you can see that quite clearly. So running along the spine, I would put strokes in here, here, and coming around the front. And then we would do some more on the tail, depending on how fluffy the client wants to have the tail area. And then on the front, on the top of her brow. So coming from the spine. Good, okay. So you can see how that naturally fits within her natural eyebrow. Now for the front strokes, again, it's always in consultation with the client, but she's got some really nice hair growth here. So you can see, you know, these strokes are bending towards her nose, and then she's got some nice upward strokes here. So left to my own devices, I would love to give her a super fluffy front. You'll see in the next picture, this client didn't particularly want a really fluffy front. She wanted something a bit neater. So we can do that for her. But if it was up to me, I would follow the natural growth of her hair at the front and put in some nice, some nice fluffy strokes at the front. Good. So let's just finish off the rest of her brow. Let me just show you in maybe a dark blue. So then do the primary, secondary, tertiary, secondary, tertiary. And then we would just fill in her brow like this. Make a little one here. And then on the top, secondary, tertiary, secondary, tertiary, and secondary, tertiary. There. So that's how I would do this lady's eyebrow with a nice medium spine. Now let me show you what that looks like after we'd finished. Okay, so let me show you. You can see the spine. I've positioned it running through here. Actually, let me put a layer on. Yes, so the spine you can clearly see runs through here. You can just about make out the strokes that I've done. So there's one there, and then another one here. And then on the tail. And then we've got some nice little ones down here. Okay, and then on the top, you can see here, I've got a nice stroke there, and then one here, here, here. Another one there. And then at the front of the brow, you can see how she wanted something a bit neater. She didn't want it too crazy fluffy, but it looks beautiful. So you can see how that matches her face perfectly. It doesn't look unusual because we've kept we follow the natural growth of her hair.
I hope you found that mini lesson useful. There's plenty more where that came from. If you want help identifying the medium spine, the low and the high spine for your clients, perhaps you'd like to find out more about my Hyperrealism Brows Mastery program, where I teach all these things. If you want to know more, book a game plan call using the link below. We'll have a chat about what exactly you feel you need help with the most, and if I can possibly assist you with that. So book a call using the link below, and we'll chat soon.